Welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm your host, Justin Riley, and we have a fantastic show for you today. We've got some great local food, including an interview with a celebrity chef. But first, Hail Mary Sports Bar is the new kid in town, so to speak, downtown Madison, and they've got some great food they're going to demonstrate for us, including their spicy burger and their Reuben, plus Fuegos. You can't go wrong with some great food from Fuegos. And then Tom Colicchio joins us via satellite to talk a little bit about some things that he's been up to. It's all coming up right here on the Restaurant Show, where we stop by the best restaurants in town so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to eat coming up on the Restaurant Show. Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. There is a new kid on the block in downtown Madison, and it's Hail Mary Sports Grill. And I'm joined now by head chef Alex Theo. How are you, Alex?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you, and you're making one of my favorites, the Reuben, I see.
Yes.
But let's talk a little bit about burgers first, because I see you're going to make a burger, and this is the spicy burger, am I right? Okay. So where do you get the beef for the burgers from?
We get it from Lindsay Foods out of Milwaukee.
Sure.
They source their beef all around the Midwest, and it's really good quality beef.
Okay.
Really tasty.
Lindsay Foods.
And yeah, I'm sure once you get a bite of this, you'll really like it.
Let's get started. You want to throw that on the, frying pan for us?
Throw this on here.
There you go. It sizzles away.
Sizzles is a good sound.
So this is called the spicy burger, what you're making right now.
Yes.
And obviously you're using some sort of peppers to spice it up. So what exactly are you using?
We actually pickle our own peppers for this. We have mix of serrano, jalapeno, and then red onions that we toss in and let marinate in this pickle brine.
Wow.
And it really, really gives it a good flavor, good crunch, and that spice you'll taste come through.
They marinate all together?
Yeah, we just throw it into one big bucket and just let them work with each other there. So.
All right, that's cool. And then let's talk a little bit while that's cooking, because I want to make sure that you get a chance to talk about anything special that you have going on for football season, because that's coming up.
Football season we've been waiting for. So once that comes around, we're going to have a lot of promotions going on. We're going to have Wing Wednesday, which is one that's already starting to take off.
Sure.
We have tons of barbecue sauces that we make in-house.
Really?
Yeah, we actually work with our good friends over at Gale & Brocious Chocolates on Atwood Avenue to get some chocolate powder, and we turned that into a chocolate barbecue sauce almost.
Yeah. Wow.
And it really, really, it is delicious.
Sold. You sold me on chocolate there.
Yep.
So you are in downtown Madison, or maybe just kind of northeast off of East Washington. You want to kind of describe to folks exactly how to find you?
Yeah, if you're coming down from the Capitol, we'll be on your right-hand side, right on the corner of East Washington and Hancock.
Okay.
It's a big old church, can't miss it.
Thus the name Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. There's a little play on
All right,
words.
Little play on words.
So.
Good, good.
Yeah.
How's the burger coming? How long do you cook it on each side?
I'd like to go about 3 minutes on each side.
Sure. All right.
Just to get that good crunch going.
There you go. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Looking beautiful already.
We actually happen to have an already prepared version of this.
Yes, we do.
And did you want to add some of the ingredients to this? Does that need to happen, or is it all set to go?
Well, what we do in the restaurant, we take our pickled pepper blends.
Okay.
We throw that right on top.
And you do that while you're cooking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just, right when it starts to get good and brown, we throw that on. And then to cut the heat of the peppers a little bit, we throw on the blue cheese.
Ooh, nice.
To get that good and melted, we like to kind of toss a little water on there.
Okay.
And then cover it so that cheese really melts and binds together with everything that's on the burger.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very nice. So you add all that while you're cooking, and then you just put it on the bun? And
put it on there. We got a really good brioche bun.
Brioche, all right. All right, I'm gonna give this a try here.
Please do.
Here we go. This is the spicy burger, so we may have to cut to commercial early. No, I'm just kidding.
And that blue cheese will really help mild down the peppers a little bit. So
that is delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
It's been pretty popular. A lot of people buying it. So.
I'm normally the type of person who needs to add ketchup to every burger.
Yeah.
That does not need it though. That is really good.
I'm glad you like it.
Good work on that.
Thank you.
Good work on that.
You.
So Obviously, we're still cooking the burger, but you
Yes.
also have a really great Reuben. Tell us a little bit about
Yes,
that.
our Reuben is incredible. It's a little bit not your average Reuben.
Not your average Reuben.
Not
All
your
right.
average Reuben. What we do is we take the corned beef and we actually put it in a big pan and fill it the bottom with orange juice. Is what people don't really see. We put a lot of orange juice down there, and then we get a lot of garlic and even some Cajun seasoning to really set it off in there. And then we let that cook for a good 8 hours, and it just is really, really pull apart, really delicious.
So is that pretty typical to cook it in orange juice?
No, I don't think it is.
Wow, how did you
Yeah.
come up with that idea?
We the other chef, Malik, that I work with at Hail Mary, he came up with it, and we tried it out, and it worked so well that we just decided to keep going with it.
Wow,
So,
wow. Well, why don't we plate up this this burger?
Yes, absolutely.
And so we can get started on that, on the Reuben. And I'm going to grab the already done Reuben. And do you typically cut these diagonally or
yeah,
straight
we like
across?
to give the old cut through.
There you go. I'll let you handle that.
Sure.
You don't want to put a knife in my hands.
Let's see there. There we go. There you go.
So that is the Reuben. Look at that. These beautiful layers right there. That's excellent. What typically do you serve with your sandwiches?
We usually have really good in-house fries that we make.
Okay.
That we use dry rub, actually, that we season them with, and it's really good. It gives really good crunch to it, and really sets it off.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. You want to go ahead and put that up on the grill
Absolutely.
here, and we can kind of see how that looks when at least when it's getting started.
Sure.
Well, I want to make sure that I do this. I let you have a chance to talk about this. Do you have any weekly promotions that you want to talk about real quick while I take a big bite here?
Yeah, we have something every day. Every day of the week we'll have something. Like I said, we have Wing Wednesdays. Fridays we have come in and build your own flatbread pizzas.
Oh wow, okay.
We already have a few flatbread pizzas that we make that are really good, but if you think you can come up with something better yourself, you're more than welcome to try it out. So.
Wow. I'm sold. I'll see you tomorrow. No, I'll see you tonight. How's that sound?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this has been Alex Theo, head chef over at Hail Mary Sports Grill. Alex, thank you so much for being here and sharing
Thanks
your
for having
wonderful
us.
food.
Thank you.
And don't go away. There is more restaurant show coming up right after the break, so stick around. Welcome back to the restaurant show. You know, when you think good food, you really should think of Fuegos. And I'm joined now by Oscar and Sandy. How are you guys?
Hi, thank you.
Good to have you with us, as always. So I understand that you have a new menu, a lunch menu specifically. Is that right?
Yes.
So right now, you've brought a couple of items from this new menu. Tell us about what we have here.
So we have gorditas,
Okay.
part of the vegan menu. Right now it's just more dinner stuff, so we've been told that we need a little more on the lunch stuff, so we've decided to do the vegan gorditas, vegan tacos, and we also have vegan quesadillas, all made with a nut cheese.
Oh, wow,
instead
okay.
of the regular dairy cheese.
Okay, great. And is that officially started at Fuegos? I mean, have you been doing that for a couple weeks now?
Nope, we started this week.
You started this week?
Or September.
Okay, I was going to
In
ask how it was
September.
going, but it's probably a little early to tell at this
Yes.
point. So,
we've been practicing
You've
for
been
specials.
practicing.
A lot of
Okay.
specials.
And what is it that you're cooking right now?
So this one's not a vegan, but we do have a vegan version.
Okay.
These are the lamb meatballs that
Okay.
are a little bit spicy with jalapeno and some chilies.
All right.
And then we lightly brown them. We place them on a mole pepin.
Mole pepin.
Yes, and then that one is topped off with a little bit of our herb oil, cilantro, little parsley, kind of like a chimichurri, little peppers for garnish, and then finished with our almond sauce.
Wow. It's beautiful. But it tastes pretty beautiful too. So where do you source your lamb from? Where do you get your meat from there?
Our lamb is from Pin Oak Farms in Delavan. We get everything as local as we can. All
Sure.
our meats are local, and then they do a fabulous job. Also, our lamb chops are from there.
Okay, so you get your lamb meat from Pin Oak Farms, local. We like that around here. You also have a new sandwich. It's a fried cubano, which is a vegan sandwich.
Yes.
Okay, so I've never heard of a vegan cubano, so I'm really curious to see how this turns out. So what all is in the vegan cubano?
So we start with fried plantains. And
all
so
right.
we've taken some sliced plantains and placed them on a little bit of olive oil. We saute them,
Okay.
little seasoning.
Are these pre-fried?
No.
Okay.
So these are maduros.
Okay.
So they're a little sweeter, so they're going to give a nice sweet texture, a little more meaty texture.
Sure.
And we fry them just for a little bit, get them going.
Okay. And that's what takes the place of the meat?
Yes.
Okay. That's your meat substitute right there.
And then we place them on a bun, a brioche from sourdough,
Okay.
which then, of course, a little bit of black beans for some protein.
Yeah.
We've got the nut cheese, and then we put the top on there, squish it down a little bit.
Okay.
A little pressing, you know.
Little pickles and
Sure,
mustard. Good
sure.
flavor.
Pickles and mustard.
Is it so? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like you're making a panini right now a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm excited to try that, but I'm also my eye is caught by this, Sandy. Can you tell us a little bit about what we have here?
That is a rainbow drink. It was inspired by the Rainbow Pride Week. And so it was so popular we decided to keep it as a regular. All
Okay.
of our drinks are Latin inspired and they're all made in-house. Everything is freshly squeezed, freshly juiced,
Okay.
freshly made. So as you can see, it's in layers. So the sensation of the drink is to actually enjoy each layer.
Okay.
So it's got Malibu, a little blue Caraco, some orange
Sure.
juice, and a few other things in there. But then it's garnished with pineapple, fresh pineapple, and blackberry.
Wow. And it
So-
is beautiful. And
Yeah.
do you recommend any pairings? Like, does this go good with anything that's on the menu, or can it just
Oh
be
my
enjoyed with
gosh,
anything?
You kind of hit me on the spot. Oscar, do you have a suggestion?
Any of our toppings, that's a
Any,
great
yeah.
starter.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm gonna try this
Go
real
for
quick
it,
here.
yeah.
Look at that right there, though. I wanna point that out. Wow. You put
That's
like a
how
little
you get-
tower on top of the sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
All our sandwiches are
I'm a little
tough.
short, so I gotta get height somewhere.
Right. All right, well, I'm gonna try the rainbow drink, and I'm gonna enjoy it one layer at a
Yeah,
time. So
yeah.
we're gonna start up on top here.
Everybody says don't play with your food, but you get to have that. That's good.
Wow. Gotta be careful with drinks like that, because you just drink them too fast, because they're just so good.
Yeah.
All right, I want to try this Cubano now.
All right.
We give that a try, and I'm definitely going to try one of the lamb meatballs as well.
Sure.
So, what's the process here? Do I yank
Take
this
that
off?
off, yeah.
Okay. All right, and this is the vegan, in case you're joining us, vegan Cubano. Wow. That's good. Really quick before we go, while I'm eating, tell us about what's going on, what you guys have going on from September 15th through October 2nd. You have a Latin celebration going on.
Yep. So all of September, we're doing our Baila Amor, which is Thursday nights. That is a salsa merengue class that's gonna happen right after dinner. So you come in, you and your wife or girlfriend or significant other.
Okay.
You have a little dance afterwards, after the meal, to work it off.
Yeah.
It includes your tapa, your entree, and your dessert
Wow.
for two.
Wow. That is really cool. And that goes on all the way from September 15th through October 2nd.
Beginning of September, so starting this
Oh,
week coming
okay.
up.
September 7th
Wow,
is
okay,
the first.
great.
September 7th will be our first one.
Okay.
Thursday.
And do you need to make a reservation or anything like
Yes,
that? Or so you
make a
can-
reservation so that we can make sure that we don't overbook the class.
Okay.
Because it is limited seating for that.
Okay. Excellent. Well, great food, great times, great dancing, it sounds like. Well, we've got just a little bit of time left. I'm going to try one of these real quick. I hope you don't mind if I'm picking it up with my fingers here, but. Delicious. I love the sauces. That's fantastic. Fuegos. They got it going on. Head on down there. And thank you so much for bringing the great food here.
Thank you for
We
having
appreciate
us.
it. We'll be right back with more Restaurant Show. Stick around after the break. We'll talk to one of America's top chefs, Tom Colicchio. This celebrity interview is brought to you by Mile Bluff Medical Center.
Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. And now, renowned chef Tom Colicchio has judged more than 14 seasons of Top Chef, opened multiple restaurants, and has made more sandwiches than anyone could count. Now he's challenging you to turn something simple into something unforgettable and help one of this country's leading hunger relief organizations at the same time. He's actually joining us live now from New York to tell us how we can get involved. Good morning.
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for being with us today. We certainly appreciate it.
Sure, of course.
Now, Chef Tom, the pressure is on for us at home to create meals that are quick and beyond the routine. That's always the challenge. How can we turn an everyday meal into something Top Chef worthy?
Yeah, I think every great recipe starts with great ingredients. And so, that's it. You can have the best recipe in the world, but if you buy lousy ingredients, it's just not going to come out good. And so right now, summertime, perfect time to get out to the farm stands, support your local farmer, and just pick up some good, simple ingredients. And you don't have to do a lot with it. Food doesn't need to be fancy to be delicious. It just needs to be really, really good. And that's it. It's pretty simple.
I love that, and we're big fans of the farmers market here with our Dane County Farmers Market, so that's a great tip. Now, let's get into the specifics as well about sandwiches. How can we really up our game?
Yeah, I love sandwiches. Besides having fancy restaurants, I have a few sandwich restaurants as well called Witchcraft, and so we approach sandwiches just the way that we approach dishes. Great ingredients, and we start there, and that's it. So one thing I love doing is taking sort of the basic sandwich that everybody sort of knows and loves, and then putting some twists on it. So today I have a tuna recipe here, and so instead of using mayonnaise and celery, we have some red onions, some capers, some marinated olives, black and green olives, and a little bit of fresh oregano. You can use fresh basil or whatever, chives, it's fine. And then instead of mayonnaise, olive oil, a little bit of red wine vinegar. So that's our tuna recipe, and then we top that with some butterhead lettuce with some lemon vinaigrette and some avocado. The bread I'm using is Brown Berry's oat nut bread, whole grain, lots of nutty flavor, and I also love this bread because there's no high fructose corn syrup, there's no artificial flavors, so it's really healthy, but I love that nutty flavor. So that's the bread that we're using for this recipe. And then also for grilled cheese, everyone loves grilled cheese sandwiches. This one is a little different. We start with the white cheddar cheese. We have some a walnut spread, and then a whole grain cranberry relish, a mustard relish, and some pears. And the bread for this is Brown Berry's buttermilk bread. A little tangy, really, really delicious. And that's pretty it. We put it on the grill and press it, and you have your classic grilled cheese sandwich with a twist. So again, it's the idea of taking the classics and then twisting them up a little bit and just making them a little bit better and fun.
I love it, and if you weren't hungry already, you're probably going to be hungry now. I know I certainly am. And now, Chef Tom, there's actually a contest where we can actually help give back to others. Is that right? Can you tell me about that?
Sure. So I've teamed up with Brown Berry, and we've created America's Better Sandwich Contest. Now, the really neat thing about this, you submit your recipe, and if you win, you can win $25,000. But for every recipe submitted, Brown Berry will donate a loaf of bread to Feeding America. And as you pointed out, Feeding America is America's leading anti-hunger organization, and they support food banks across this entire country. So, if you go out there, submit a recipe and you win, you put some bread in your pocket, but more importantly, you can actually put some bread on the table of a family that's really struggling.
I love that. What an amazing way to really get involved, and how great for Brown Berry to get involved in that as well.
That's what's great. I think these days we need to see corporate responsibility, so it's really great to see that Brown Berry is looking to help out their local communities.
Absolutely. And now, of course, many folks know you from Top Chef, and you've prepared lots of dishes, seen those being prepared on Top Chef. Are there any that stick out to you in your mind that you were the most impressed with?
Yeah, you're right. Over the years, hundreds and maybe thousands of dishes that we've judged. One thing does stand out, and I think because of its simplicity, it was our Texas season, and Paul Key, who actually won that season, he made a dish, a very simple dish of root vegetables and dashi. Dashi's a Japanese broth. It's kind of smoky, a little sweetness to it. And I think, number one, the ingredients were just really perfect, but it was all very, very simple. It wasn't fancy food, but it tasted great. It just was so clean and pure. It's always a dish that stands out in my mind as being, one of the best I've ever had on the show.
Absolutely. And quick before we go here, Chef Tom, where can we go for more information?
Oh, yeah. So you can go to americasbettersandwich.com. Again, Brownberry, americasbettersandwichcontest.com. On the website, all the information you need to submit your recipe. Plus, there's a few sandwich recipes that I have on there as well, along with some great tips.
Wonderful. It's been such a pleasure, Chef Tom. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, great.
And we'll be back with more Restaurant Show right after this.
This celebrity interview has been brought to you by Mile Bluff Medical Center. Thanks so much for joining me here today on the Restaurant Show. I hope that when you're out and about looking for a place to eat or at the local grocery store, you'll consider any one of these fantastic locally owned businesses. That's all the time we have for today on the Restaurant Show. This is Justin Riley reminding you that life is too short to eat average. We'll see you next time.